Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl Patiti Sparkles, and today's video is a continuation of our first video, leaving from Ibadan Monia train station to Lagos on the first class coach. So today I'm going back to Ibadan from Lagos, the Butemeta train stop, to Oniya, Ibadan. So at exactly 8 a.m. this morning, I left from Ibadan to Lagos, which took us 2 hours 30 minutes or approximately 40 minutes. I used the first class coach, the first class cabin of the train. If you have not seen that video, I will link it to this video. You should definitely check that out, before you go. So this was me earlier today in the first class coach, leaving from Ibadan to Lagos at 8 a.m. So in this video, I just want to show what it looks like to go from Ibadan to Lagos in a day, walk in Lagos and go back home in Ibadan. So after we got to Lagos, I took like a bike because the train station is at Ebute Meta. I really didn't have anything to do in Lagos, but just to know what it feels like, I took a bike and we went to Yaba Market. You know how busy Yaba Market is, and I went with Rejoice. You should also check our page out. So we did some random stuff at Yaba Market, and when we got tired, we went to a restaurant. We ate, we edited as content creators that we have, so that's really our job. So we edited, we made other videos. Then we had lunch at Chicken Republic. We ate there. It was all walking, gisting, talking, just like a normal day in life of someone that has a job. So at 3:30 we left where we were and we went back to the train station. So this is going to be us going back to Ibadan from Lagos. So this is a to and fro trip that we had, and it's just like to see how typical it is. So now we're going to be reviewing the train from Ebute Meta train station back to Lagos. So when you get to Ebute Meta, the train leaves at exactly 4 p.m. back to Ibadan. So you have to come at least 30 minutes earlier, and before you can board on the train, you have to have your face masks. And also when you enter into the train station, by your right you see the ticketing office, and the ticket for this train ride is 2,500 naira for economy, which is what I'm taking, 5,000 naira for business class, and 6,000 naira for first class. So I got my ticket, and immediately you get your ticket, is like you just go to the train and board. But on your right you see some people where you register your name, just so they can know how much people or how many people are on the train. After you register your name, it's time to go on the train. So check out Rejoice screen, she had her own version of it too. So having in fact that as at this time I was really tired. I was actually thinking I should have taken the first class when I was coming back, because I had a long day. But let's just see how it's going to be, because I am an average Nigerian, and to be honest, I just took the first class just because I want to see what it looks like. So as an average Nigerian that can afford 5,000 naira transportation to go and get their goods in Lagos, from Ibadan, or maybe you have a meeting, you have an appointment in Lagos, is it worth it? Should you sleep in Lagos, or could you go back home taking the train? We'll see what that looks like. So after we registered and did all that, it was time to enter into the train to go and board. So at the entrance of the train at the Ebute Meta train station, there are some security checks that you do, and when you do that, you show your ticket. It's time to enter into the train. So welcome to the economy class, the train leaving from Lagos to Ibadan. This is what the train looks like. It looks good, it looks nice, it looks pretty decent. It has 88 seaters, and there was enough leg room. That was what I first looked at, because I actually have long legs. A lot of people might not know this, but I do. But my legs are quite long, so when I entered into the train, I had to look for my seat, and I saw you have your seat number on your ticket. So I saw my seat, I went and I sat down. So for some people, I don't know how much luggage you have to take with you, but I think a lot of people, there's no limit for now. So a lot of people have a lot of loads, and a lot of people have like really nothing. It's like a regular day for a lot of people, just their handbag, school bag, laptop bag and all that. And this train actually is pretty decent, okay, because I went to check the toilet, if you have like to use the restroom, and it is pretty decent, almost as good as that we have in the first class, which was okay to me. So though 88 people have access to this, and it's just one on the train, I think I saw just one. So now I am back in my seat, and as you can see, there is pretty decent space, in the train. There is also a charging port for your phone. You could charge your phone on the train, and you could also work on the train. You could use your laptop if you have like something you can put your laptop on, especially if you don't want to place it on your laps. You can do that because there is enough space to walk on this train, okay, if you have to like do something really quickly. And the ride is so smooth, is not bumpy, and that's one thing I like about the train. Like, so that's the difference between taking the train and taking a public transportation, because bad roads, there are a lot of bad roads in Nigeria, but in the train there is really no bad road. There's no bump, there's nothing like that. The only sound you will hear is that of the train track and the train itself. So this is what inside the train looks like. I just kept taking videos because I really like the ambience of the train. Is so spacious. Even if it is full, you can see what it looks like. There is space in there. It's so comfortable to sit, and you could even sleep off on this train. You have nothing to worry about. As you can see, this person was walking on the train. So after some minutes after we left the train, is it hostess? I don't know what they're called. They came to check the ticket, after you're seated with some security personnel, to check if maybe people did not really buy tickets before entering, because I really do not know the reason for this, if the security checked us before coming in. But I feel like it's just, another type of security measure, which is good. So after that, the train, the train already left, and the train is going to have a stop at Abeokuta. As you can see, your girl was really tired. I really tried to sleep off in the train. In fact, I slept, but I was with Rejoice and we were talking, and I was a little bit distracted because we were talking, but not the passengers distracting me. So we had a quick stop at the Abeokuta train station. So some people are waiting to board in and go to Ibadan, and some people are dropping, coming down from the train to stop at Abeokuta. So this is what it looks like when we get to a train stop. People come down and people come in. So after the people that wants to board came in, we started to go back to Ibadan. Not back. We started to leave to Ibadan. So enjoy the remaining of the ride. I'll see you in Ibadan. So immediately we get to Ibadan, there's like an information screen there that shows that we are now in Ibadan. So it was time to get off the train, and inside the train, how comfortable it is. You can actually walk around, because there is no bump or anything. If you need to stretch, you could walk around, you could stand, you could stay by the door. Nobody's going to ask you why, or I guess maybe not. But now we are back in Ibadan after a long day, as at 6:40 p.m. we were back in Ibadan, and I was actually worried before about how we'll get transportation from the Monia train station, because it's quite far from town depending on where you live. But upon arrival at Ibadan, I saw that there was a lot of cars waiting for people to pick people up after we got down from the train, you would see outside like there is a lot of private vehicles that are waiting for people that wants to, you know, pick you up. So because as you can see, it's already evening. It was already, is this sunset? Yeah. So there's a lot of private cars you could take. Like they're not Uber or Taxify or anything, they're just private cars, and also public ones if you cannot afford to take private cars, because me, I actually took like a public transportation. You would see that. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you know now if you can use, you know, this transportation, this means of transportation within Ibadan or from Ibadan to Lagos. If you think you can cope with the timing, I think it is very, very comfortable. So I'm going to take this public transportation and I'll be going home. It was such a long day. I was really tired, but I knew if I took the bus, it would be even a longer day. Now, I'm taking this place to UI for 500 naira, which is not supposed to be more than 200 naira, but it's okay. It's much better because it's quite far.
It's expensive.
It's not that expensive. I think it's reasonable. If we take bike will take us like 300 or something. From money alone, they are taking us 300.
From Ojo now.
Yeah, from Ojo, and we are going to drop at UI second gate. So that's like, so I feel like it's still fair, it's reasonable, like especially the cabs, and there are a lot of drops too that you can take. So I can't wait to go home. So I think I'll just end this vlog here. Like this is going to be the end of it. And you know, if you enjoy it, smash the like button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.